Hey guys, I'm back today, this time with a interior video. So I'll be covering the interior of the car, turbo build. So we'll start off by showing you the door panels. Just a carbon fiber wrap, the usual fuckboy carbon fiber wrap on the door trim. I also added a silver stripe, which I've never seen before. It matches the car nicely. There's some metallic in there, I really can't see in this light. But yeah, it's a nice silver stripe in there. Also made these panels because I had some sagging leather, so I wanted to cover it up with something. So I made those panels on there. And same thing on that side. The interior from factory was black on black, which is what I'm all about. I don't like the tan or anything. And I'm pretty positive that the trim color is considered piano black, which is expensive if you buy aftermarket, online or whatever. So everybody wants just the black. So I'm glad I already have that, from factory. Yeah, also, black on black in the back. I didn't wrap the back yet, probably not going to. Not really concerned about the back. So, the short shifter, that is a click tuning short shifter, and that is a size large for reference. It's very nice. The throw is very short, and it's also adjustable. So, from the bottom, or before you install it, you make your adjustment. I have about 1 inch of thread, which gives me a nice short throw. This is my left hand, so don't mind me. Okay, so right now we're in first. Put it in neutral. That's second. So that's first, second, and here's third, fourth, then fifth is way over here. There it is. So yeah, it's real nice and notchy. I freaking love this shifter. Love the appearance of it. The boot is just an AutoZone shift boot. It just, it just completes the look and just fills in that gap. No problems with that or anything. Okay, so this came after turbo. This was before turbo. I had this already in here with a different leather shift knob. So before turbo, I actually did an interior in store, which included taking off all the rubber coating on this stuff. I just scrubbed it all off with hot water, is your best friend to get all that rubber stuff off. And then I finished it with a really mild bed liner. This is a Rust-Oleum truck bed liner in a can, so it's real mild. It's not too crazy aggressive, just a real fine grit. It just looks simple and clean. Same with the center console. It's also that finish. Rubber's all off, and I blast it with that can bed liner. I did not paint this. What I do with these is I just take off the rubber, and I use a black trim restore. Makes them look new. And these are just miscellaneous fasteners for the bottom panel down here. I still have off because I was working with their routing wires and stuff. E-brake still works, which is rare on E46s, but it still does work, guys. I adjusted it last year. Looks like a freaking champ. The seats are in good shape for the mileage and age. 2000 car with 211,000 miles. There is a tear on my freaking seat, which really doesn't bug me, but I can't complain for the age of the car. Carpet's been clean. Really haven't been shampooed. I mean, they're already fairly clean when I got the car. So this car was well maintained by previous owners. I'm a third owner, so. Also, remove all the headliner, and instead of re-upholstering it, that is a textured finish. Which, believe it or not, the base coat, I tried rewrapping with fabric. It didn't work. I was getting very mad, so I gave up. So basically, I already had half of the headrest doused with the carpet adhesive. So it's like this crazy stringy finish, right? Like it's real freaking rugged like that. So I said, what the hell am I gonna do? So I blasted the rest of that with the adhesive to get that kind of blotchy, real bubbly finish. And then over top of that, I did the bed liner. So it's just a real rugged looking headliner. I really like it. It's real simplistic. And then your bezels, like for the sunroof switch and this block off plate here, I'm pretty sure this is only here to take up this hole because if the car was right-hand drive, it would just be over here, so they just flip-flop, whatever. But this is, I reupholstered this with just a felt, soft stuff. Turned out nice and matches, sorta. I mean, black on black, it is what it is. And then since, this is, people always ask what the heck this thing is, but mine's obviously no longer there. This is a motion sensor if your car's equipped with theft system. Even cars without the theft system still had it there, so it could just be a dummy like mine was. So instead of having the dummy motion sensor, I just deleted it, and this is actually the base of that sensor. So I just used it and covered it in the felt, and I just riveted it to the headliner. I like using those rivet washers because they make things look a lot cleaner. Really not a good picture on that, huh? But that's also a soft felt. Same with the third brake light bezel. That's also the soft felt finish. I just left the grab handles the factory color. It is what it is. Same with the gasket for the sunroof. I deleted the door for the sunroof because I didn't really need it. I like sunlight coming in here. I would like to delete this because this thing's, the whole assembly is about 50 pounds. So that will eventually be coming off. I resprayed the B-pillars. What I did was I peeled off the original fabric and left the white base. And that again is just a quick mist of the truck bed liner. It just looks like black fabric. It's real crisp, real clean. So that's basically it for those parts. I need to get a new A-pillar, you know, because they get dry rotted and break over the years. That's what happened to that. Same with the C-pillars. They freaking were all cracked up, so I just left them out. So moving on to this A-pillar. This is actually a, you know, obviously a 3-pod gauge A-pillar, and they no longer make these for these cars. This is actually made for an E46, so it fits like factory down there. Up here's a little, it's going to be loose because I no longer have the fabric on here, so there's a little gap. So if there was fabric, it'd be sealed up, but it's, I don't know if you can see it or not. But other than that, it fits real nice. My buddy gave it to me because he no longer wanted it. My buddy, Francisco in Wisconsin, sent this to me for 60 bucks, I believe it was. He has a 2JZ swap E46. It's pretty nasty. His gauge pods, I think he has the ATI cluster, so 2 pods right here. It looks like Mickey Mouse ears. I would do that route, but they're expensive, so this is more my budget. And he also has gauges down here, which I really didn't want to do that because I like seeing my gauges. It's just real simple to look to the left real quick and just, you know, check my AFRs. But yeah, these are no longer made, so I'm glad I got this because I was trying to find them, and he's like, hey, I have one. I'm like, no shit, so, you know. Anyway, so I'm going to be running an oil temp gauge right here, or coolant temp. I haven't decided yet. It's going to be all AEM once I can afford the boost gauge. This is the cheap, you know, this is just a cheap mechanical one, but it's accurate, it works. Now the AFR, this is actually a good gauge because I did not want you out on that. Once again, fuel system is important to monitor and all that. So this is an AEM Yugo 2, I think it is, the number 2 Yugo. Has the Bosch sensor, and that, you know, it works very nicely. No complaints. I love that gauge. So that's that. Also, if you're wondering where my radio is, it's gone out of the car because I never listened to it anyway. So I removed all the door speakers and the radio. So that was at least close to 20 plus pounds, everything together. So what I did was I ordered this. This is actually an OEM delete panel. I believe they're for E46s that came factory option without the radio. For instance, like the E46 M3 CSL. You could order without the radio. So I imagine this is what they put in the factory. So yeah, I was pretty happy to see this on Google. Whenever I typed in E46 delete, radio delete, this popped up. So I got this from ECS Tuning. I actually ordered from their eBay site, ECS Tuning on eBay, because it was faster shipping for $1 more. So I got it like within 3 days. But yeah, just completes the look. Real nice and simple, what I want. And nothing crazy, no flashy colors, just a nice black on black, real simplistic interior. The steering wheel. Everybody wants to know about the steering wheel because they like it so much. It was actually given to me for free. This, I believe it's a Grant wheel. However, it was not in the shape when I got it. It was just an all black wheel. So I resprayed it gloss black, and I put these stripes on here, the silver stripes, and added this emblem and this round all around. This is actually, now I'm gonna, you'll see it once I tell you. This part right here is actually the black bezel for an AEM gauge. It just fit real nice, so that's on there. So it's a 5-bolt wheel. I had to order this adapter plate behind it from a 6-bolt to a 5-bolt, and this hub is one off eBay. This is not the, I believe it's an NRG brand people get. The NRG is a short hub one, and people say there's problems with it clearing the clock spring switch, the connectors and stuff. This one does not have those problems. It fit very nicely, no complaints. That's bolted on, and then that's bolted on, this plate, and then, you know, my wheel is bolted on. Now, another cool feature on this wheel is, this is actually not my horn. This is just here for looks to fill in the hole. My horn buttons are in the hand grip. So, right there's a button, and right here's a button. I think those are meant for hidden NOS buttons, but since I'm not spraying any juice, I just use them for my horn, you know, they're nice and concealed. It took me a while to get used to it, because I usually palm the steering wheel. Like, say I'm doing a tight turn, I'll palm the steering wheel, and sometimes my freaking palm sends off the horn. But I learned not to hit it. That's the only thing I don't like about the horns being there, but it's different. So yeah, it just really ties the whole car together. It's a real simple wheel, nothing crazy. I love it. It's just real simple. It goes good with the shifter and everything. Car. Rear seats are out. A lot of guys are not going to like this. It is what it is. Nobody ever sat back here anyway. They're also just dead weights, so that's about 40 pounds, the top and bottom out. I need to scrub all this and clean it. I really want to wax this. I think it's going to look great. You know, it's pretty well just color matched anyway. It's going to look nice all waxed up. The rear deck's off and everything. The spare tire alone was 40 pounds, so that's out of the car. So everything together I shaved. I'm probably close to 150 or 180 pounds in weight reduction, which anything helps because this car from the factory weighs 4,222 pounds, which is very heavy. I mean, it's good because it means it's a structurally solid car. So, I mean, it doesn't really help us weight-wise, but at least the car is safe. They're known for being safe. So that's pretty much all the interior. Another cool thing I did with the AFR. For logging my AFRs on the laptop when it comes tuning time, I have my logging cable in here. So this is my USB cable. It will go into my laptop to take logs, and basically the wires run from the AFR, you know, down to the gauge into the exhaust. The other set of wires follows the same path and it goes through the dash. And I have what it is, it's a DB9 connector. I'll pop this out. I'm gonna shift down here and to put it in fourth. I'm going to pull this out. Okay. So right there's my DB9. It's mounted into the back of they call this a sunglass holder. So it's mounted in the back of there. And then, yeah, the USB is just plugged into it. So that's pretty much that. Those are soldered and heat shrink. So the DB9's in there and it's connected to my cable. So whenever I'm not logging, it's just a real clean, you know, just put it away, close it, out of sight, out of mind, clean, simplistic, you know. Where's first at? Okay, yeah, that was fourth. Okay. Okay, well that's basically my interior. Real simple, easy, simplistic, nothing over the top, just what I wanted. It works. So the next videos, we're going to discuss, you know, the exterior of the car and everything. I want to discuss the exhaust setup on this car, because the muffler I used, I've never personally seen put on E46s, so I'm excited to show you that muffler. And we'll also make a video with my friend's Evo 9. I got some really nice shots of that. It's a very nice car. You guys are going to love that. It's a 500 wheel horsepower car where I purchased it on E85. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm fairly new to editing, so if there's any tips you guys have, please let me know. I'm always interested in to hear some tips and learn. So yeah, until next time, I'm going to begin editing, and yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. See you guys later.